Do ghosts really exist? An age-old question that continues to bewitch our curiosity. The world is divided, with some ardently affirming their existence while others wave it off as mere tales spun from folklore and superstition. It's a fascinating debate, one that straddles the line between reality and the inexplicable. This unending conundrum, the constant tug of war between belief and skepticism, is what we are here to explore. Join us as we delve into the world of the unknown. We are surrounded by stories that defy logic and understanding. Imagine a home in England where a family is constantly tormented by the eerie sound of footsteps echoing through the hallways, yet no one is seen. Or consider a tale from Japan where a woman reports seeing an old man in her apartment, only to learn that a man fitting that description passed away there years before. These are but two examples drawn from a vast tapestry of tales that span across cultures and continents. Stories that delve into the inexplicable, the eerie, the paranormal. From the ghost stories of the American South to the spectral legends of India, nearly every culture has its own unique interpretation of the paranormal, a testament to its pervasive presence in our collective consciousness. These tales may leave one wondering, are these mere coincidences or something more? But what does science have to say about these spectral beings? There are a few scientific theories that attempt to explain ghost sightings, each intriguing in its own right. Let's delve into these theories, shall we? Firstly, we have infrasound. Infrasound refers to sound waves with frequencies below the lower limit of human audibility. These low-frequency sounds can cause feelings of unease or dread, and even induce hallucinations. Some researchers believe that these feelings can be mistaken for a ghostly presence. An interesting theory, isn't it? Moving on, we have electromagnetic fields or EMFs. It's suggested that when humans are exposed to high levels of EMFs, they can experience a range of effects, including feelings of fear and a sense of being watched. Some places reported to be haunted often have unusually high levels of electromagnetic fields. So, it's not too far-fetched to say that these eerie feelings might just be due to EMFs messing with your senses. Then we have the power of suggestion. This is a psychological phenomenon where one person's suggestion can influence how another person perceives their surroundings. If someone tells you a place is haunted, you're more likely to feel scared and see things that aren't there. It's all in the mind, really. Another theory to consider is the idea of stone tape. This theory suggests that mental impressions during emotional or traumatic events can be projected in the form of energy recorded onto rocks and replayed under certain conditions. This could explain why some hauntings seem to replay a specific event from the past. But while these theories provide some scientific explanations for ghost sightings, they still leave a lot unexplained. They don't account for the full spectrum of experiences reported by those who claim to have encountered ghosts. The intricate details, the physical interactions, the personal recognitions, these elements still remain a mystery. That's the beauty and the frustration of science. It can provide us with some answers, but it also leaves us with even more questions. While science provides some explanations, it doesn't quite cover it all. Yet, personal experiences often defy these scientific explanations. You see, it's in the realm of personal encounters that the paranormal truly comes alive. The accounts are as varied as they are numerous, and they often share a stark authenticity that science struggles to explain. Take, for instance, the story of a woman from the deep south of the United States. She recalls hearing strange, inexplicable sounds in her childhood home, a haunting melody that always seemed to hover just beyond the edge of perception. Despite numerous investigations, no source was ever found. The melody, it seemed, was woven into the very fabric of the house itself. Then there's the account of a man in the bustling heart of Tokyo. He swears by the presence of a spectral figure that would often appear in his apartment at the stroke of midnight. The apparition, he claimed, was a benign presence, a comforting echo of a past life perhaps, but a ghost nonetheless. And who could forget the chilling tale of the haunted castle in Scotland? Visitors report feeling an icy touch on their necks, hearing whispers in deserted halls and seeing figures flit through the shadows. Each account adds another layer to the castle's eerie reputation, making it a beacon for ghost hunters and thrill seekers worldwide. These stories and countless others like them are told by people who have felt, heard, or even seen something that they can't explain. They've had experiences that feel so real, so tangible, that it's hard for them to believe that ghosts don't exist. Of course, skeptics would argue that these are merely products of an overactive imagination, or perhaps even psychological phenomena. But for those who have lived these experiences, the eerie melodies, the spectral figures, the whispered words are all too real. This leaves us in a world where science and personal experience seem to be at odds. Science, with its rigorous methods and empirical evidence, remains unconvinced of the existence of ghosts. But personal accounts filled with emotion and raw human experience tell a different story. So, we return to our question, do ghosts really exist? The existence of ghosts may forever remain a mystery. As we draw this exploration to a close, we recognize that the world of the paranormal continues to baffle, thrill, and terrify us in equal measure. The stories we've heard today, the scientific theories we've discussed, all contribute to our understanding of the spectral world, yet leave us with more questions than answers. The paranormal is all around us, as we've seen. From the whispers of the wind to the shadows in the corners of our eyes, it's a world that coexists with ours, yet remains just out of reach. Science, with its rational explanations and methodical approach, attempts to pierce this veil. Yet, despite its best efforts, the existence of ghosts remains elusive, shrouded in mystery. We've also heard personal accounts, each unique and yet eerily similar. These stories, often dismissed as mere figments of imagination, carry a weight of their own. They speak of experiences that defy logic and yet are deeply personal and profoundly real to those who've lived them. The divide between science and personal experience is a vast and fascinating one. It's a divide that encourages us to question, to explore, and to share our thoughts and experiences. So, as we part ways today, I encourage you to ponder over these stories, these theories, and perhaps share your own spectral encounters. While we may not have concrete answers, the stories and experiences continue to captivate us, leaving us to wonder about the world beyond our understanding.